Hey guys, what's up? How y'all doing? I'm here to talk to you guys about the new chapter of One Piece. This chapter right here was actually almost everywhere, so I guess it's kind of one of the chapters I somewhat getting confused about. I kind of don't like, so I'll try to give you guys certain information that will make sense. So if anything else, let's go. We go into this one location at Fuchsia Village where Luffy was raised and trained at, you know? The mayor's talking about the situation, what happened to Garp and Luffy, and then there's some other things going on right now with the crazy tsunami. All I know is there's a lot of crazy natural disasters happening everywhere right now, you know? Maybe it's because of what happened to Lulusia Kingdom. Everybody was wondering, like, what the heck just happened, you know? I mean, we get to see information, what's been happening to everybody that's in the East Blue, West Blue, North Blue, and the Grand Line. You know, we see Laboon, we see Frankie's friends, and I think we see Wano Country and all. Everyone's trying to figure out what's going on here because freaking there's a lot of chaos happening. And it's all because Lulusia Kingdom has been destroyed, you know? A ship went by and says we can't get any closer, and there's a hole in there. And we all know what happened. That thing was the reason, that weapon that M whatever used whatsoever is the reason why it happened. And we had things kind of gotten very bad right now because there are some Earths that got submerged completely, you know? So, yeah, and there shouldn't be a high tide happening, especially something's happening at, like, Fuchsia Village whatsoever, etc. So, pretty much some crazy stuff is going on right now. Dadan, despite her relationship with Luffy and Garp, relationship with Garp, she was worried about him, you know? That aside, we go to Egghead Island where where it is surrounded by a bunch of marine ships and all. We get to see the beasts attacking, but they end up being destroyed by freaking Barcelona, you know? We get to see to it that 9 vice admirals from headquarters, along with 1 admiral, which is Kizaru, are getting ready to raid the freaking island, you know? We had to it, Sentomaru was trying to talk to Kizaru to knock it off, but unfortunately that was not the case, you know. We have to it, Kizaru says, I'm just a cog in the machine, I don't care. The guy ends up researching the Void Century, that's his fault, you know. And we have to it, things are not looking so great right now. And we get to see a ship where one of the 5 elders, warrior god of defense science, Jay Garcia Saturn, you know. We have to it that he's talking to one of the Marines, telling them make sure no one knows I'm here whatsoever, you know. And so forth. We get to know that, like, Dr. Vegapunk and the satellites are in the Labostratum system, and then, you know, there's a Straw Hat Pirates, and then the CP0, you know, and then Sentomaru's other people. We had to it, Jay Saturn talks about the situation, about having to figure out how to make the attack, you know, and what about the researchers, you know, and we have something that, like, that he knows about the ships of the others, you know, and he wants them sink down immediately. I don't know. But one thing's for certain is that, like, Jay Garcia is pretty much making the demands and charges and making the plans, you know. We had to, York, Dr. Vegapunk York, whatever she is, I don't care, because she makes the contact with the CP0, you know, I mean, the Gorosei about the situation. And right now, like, I have the Seraphine under control. You want Dinosaurs Long? I don't know. All I know is, in other words, without a lot of detail and without a lot of situations that might be confusing for you, York contacts the Gorosei and talks about her situation, you know? And that, like, they ask her if she's capable of replicating something called the Mother Flame, and something about the power station, which is also called the fusion reactor. She also says, like, just promise me you won't lay a finger on me or my lovely laboratory, and I still want to be a celestial dragon. And they say, okay, that could be arranged. Also, there's one more thing I want you to do first. Save me. Straw Hat Luffy is here, and he's going to kill me. Everyone's like, what are you talking about? They go, please crush these psychos. We got to see all of Straw Hats doing okay, while they do have some bandages, and CP0 Lucci is actually just in the background. I don't know. As for Usopp and everyone else, they're all making crazy plans, and Luffy's like, hey, we could use it as a human shield to get away. Isn't that right? I don't know. But one thing's for certain is that, like, things are about to get very crazy and hectic from now on, because they finally got, like, York under wraps, and they have her, like, contact the Gorosei whatsoever. It's really funny stuff right now. Very funny stuff. Even Gorosei is like, oh man, we're in so much deep trouble, especially Barcelina's like, what the hell, are you serious right now? And I don't know. So Pretty much all I can tell you is that throughout the world, especially the Grand Line, they are suffering nasty catastrophes because of the weapon that destroyed Lulusia Kingdom. Like, natural disasters are happening everywhere and so forth, you know? As for Egghead Island, you know, Barcelona and the others are like going to get ready to raid inside the island whatsoever. And we get to see Jay Garcia Saturn is given the information about like what's happening, and then he tells him to sink down a bunch of ships whatsoever. And then we get to see that York makes contact with like freaking like him the Gorosei about the situation and ask him to. And she later on says, "Hey, can you save me? They're about to kill me whatsoever, you know." And they go like, "Oh, you gotta be kidding me!" And yeah, next week there won't be any chapters sadly because it's on break. Understandable. Oda, take your breaks, man. I don't care. I mean, like, if you need to take your breaks in order to, like, freaking, like, whatchamacallit, make more chapters and so forth, I'm fine with that, man. I mean, take your time because you'll enter the final saga. You need to make your plans whatsoever. Do what you gotta do. Yada, yada, yada. I'm looking forward to it. Until then, peace out. Bye-bye. Toot-toot-toot.